Hello, welcome to another episode of Project Bidoof. If you don't know what Project Bidoof is, it's a 24 episode series where we breed 24 competitive Pokemon with a 6 IV male Bidoof. That is the power of egg groups, and we are moving on to Water 1. The first Pokemon is Politoed. The moveset I have chosen is Scold, Ice Beam, Earth Power, and Encore. We are using the hidden ability Drizzle. Drizzle is a very strong ability as it lets you set Rain completely for free as soon as you switch in as a Drizzle user. The held item of choice is Damp Rock. This increases your rain turns from 5 to 8. However, you could also use Leftovers or a Focus Sash if you don't think that this will be particularly beneficial. For EVs, we are going maximum HP and special attack just to take advantage of some of its better stats. We are also using the modest nature as we want the extra boost in special attack for our special type moves. So let's jump over to Serebii. How do we obtain a Politoed? You need a Poliwag, and then you need to evolve your Poliwag at level 25 into a Poliwhirl. And then you have two options. You can use a Water Stone to get yourself a Poliwrath. We actually want a Politoed. So you're going to need a King's Rock. You're going to give this King's Rock to your Poliwhirl, and then you need to trade this, and then the recipient who receives your Pokemon in the trade will be able to evolve your Pokemon. In terms of the movesets, let's have a look at the level up moves. We are looking at Earth Power and Hydro Pump. These are learned by the move reminder. However, if we go back to Poliwhirl, we can see if we can obtain these via level up, and we do. We can get Earth Power at level 40 and Hydro Pump at level 48. So if you want to ensure that you get these two moves and you don't want to use a heart scale, then you can level up to level 48 and then trade over and receive your Politoed. Let's look over at the BDSP technical machines. We can get our Ice Beam this way. We can also get Rain Dance if you just want another way to set the rain. Let's say that you switched in and then they switched in something that changed the weather again. Are you going to switch out and then switch back in? You could just Rain Dance and completely ruin their counter initiative from changing the weather. So that's an option that you can also consider. Here we have our Scold. So we have our moveset. If you remember, we have Scold and Ice Beam. Both of these can be taught via TM. And then we learn Earth Power as a Poliwhirl, and then we can evolve into a Politoed. Simple as that. However, we still have Encore. Remember that this fourth move is more of like a you can take what you want sort of thing. Let's just take a look over at some movesets on Smogon. We can see that they take Encore, Refresh, Toxic. Maybe let's check the VGC from 2012. Protect, Helping Hand, Icy Wind. Let's look at X and Y. VGC, Scold, Ice Beam, Protect, Rain Dance, Encore, Perish Song. Let's have a look at another VGC metagame. Scold, Ice Beam, Encore, Perish Song, Protect. So these third and fourth moves are basically going to be your utility to try and round out your moveset. Let's look at doubles for Sword and Shield, Scold, Weather Ball, Helping Hand, Icy Wind, Encore, Protect, etc. Politoed is a pretty good rain support for double battles. Not to say that it's specifically only used in double battles. You can definitely retain a lot of your momentum and round out the rest of your team either as an offensive threat or to provide some sort of support. Going back to egg moves now, I know this is a bit of a mess. Normally we do one thing at a time. Endeavor is always an interesting move. It's a move which sets your opponent's HP to your Politoed's current HP in this case. So if you had 1 HP from a Focus Sash and then you had already queued up an Endeavor and you use Endeavor, then you set their Pokemon to 1 HP. It can be quite surprising. We have Haze. This can be good against Pokemon that like to set up and, you know, get boosts from Swords Dance, etc. For some other egg moves, we have Water Pulse and Bubble Beam. Again, these are just weaker versions of better water type moves. And finally, the move that I chose is Encore, which locks the target Pokemon into the same move for 3 turns. So let's say someone used Swords Dance, I'm going to Encore them, and they can only use Swords Dance now, which might sound scary, but then I get 2 to 3 turns of initiative because I can choose how I want to formulate a strategy to try and target and remove that Pokemon from the field in some way. So let's look at how we can obtain Encore. It looks like through level up, we can get it from a Seal, or a Dugong, or a Sveal, or a Celio, or a Walrein. So let's just click on Seal. I'm going to Control F and pick Encore, 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 Encore. Level 13. That's very simple. Level 13 Seal. We put that in the daycare and then we can obtain our Encore. For the breeding process, I have my Dugong. It knows Encore, which we shall pass down to a female Poliwag. The hidden ability is Swift Swim. So make sure that you either trade for this, check out the free stuff section in Discord, or use your own ability patch to unlock the hidden ability. You can see that this Poliwag actually knows Encore as the 4th move because this is maybe the 3rd or 4th female breeding partner in this chain of IV breeding for this project. You can see that it's 5 IVs. However, it has the wrong attack stat. Eventually, when you're breeding this with your Bidoofs, you will end up with a Politoed, which has a IV spread, which looks a lot like this. Its attack is the only non-perfect stat. Its ability is Drizzle. It has Scold, Ice Beam, Earth Power, and Encore. It has maximum special attack and HP EVs. However, you could go maximum special attack and speed. It's all up to you. We have the correct moveset. Everything is done with our competitive Pokemon. So that is the first Pokemon in the Water 1 portion of this series, the second half of the series. Hope you guys are enjoying. Make sure to check out the rest of the videos. Leave a comment for the YouTube algorithm. Let me know if this is recommended to you guys as well. Like if you guys are actually getting these videos and you're interested in these videos. Leave some suggestions for some Pokemon that you'd like to have videos dedicated to. I have a bonus section of this series coming up just over the next few days as well, on top of the daily schedule. And if you really like my content, then consider subscribing to my Patreon. And finally, remember that there is a giveaway for every single Pokemon that I am breeding for this series. All you have to do is go over to my Twitter, check out the pinned tweet, go through the thread, and just retweet any Pokemon that you would like to win, and I'll draw the raffle for this on the 24th of July. But yeah, that is going to be it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you tomorrow with even more Project Bidoof, 6 PM BST every single day of July.